Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Techie Tech Place, and today I'm going to continue the same Streamlit development series, and going further I'm going to explain you about each and every custom components, widgets and all, how to develop each and everything. And to continue with that, I have brought today how to design the side menu bar. Okay, that's a very simple approach here, how we are going to design a simple side menu bar. You can see, just I will explain to you how it can be designed using one existing Streamlit library, and that's very straightforward. You can use this for your web-based application. So this is the menu bar which we are going to design using Streamlit library. Okay, this is very basic and simple side menu bar which we are going to use, which is already developed by some other developer, and this particular library is available under the Python Foundation. Using that one, we need to install that particular library into our local system, and then after we can use for our project. Okay, then let's proceed on the installation part, how we are going to do the installation. Okay, just open your terminal. Okay, now what you need to do, you need to install using the pip install Streamlit option menu. This is the library name which is available under the Python Foundations. Okay, and from here you need to install this. Once you install it, for me it will show this requirement is already satisfied because I've already installed into my local system, but for you it will get installed. Once it is installed, then let's go to coding part. Just I will open my Visual Studio Code editor, and under this one what I have done, I've created one more program, home.py. Previously I told you how to develop the Hello World first app, and then after I've written one my custom application which is nothing but custom program, which is nothing but home.py. Under this I'm going to tell you how to develop the side menu bar. Okay, now the first thing is that we are going to use few of the existing features of Streamlit. Okay, in this case we have to, this is the must thing which we need to import it, import at st. Okay, and then after we have to import this library as well, option menu feature from this library, Streamlit option menu. Okay, and since this sidebar, I'm starting the code here with st.sidebar. Sidebar is provided by the Streamlit, but this option menu is provided by Streamlit option menu. Okay, and what are these features developed? This is the selection of the items, sub items. How it is? Selection of the sub items. You can see here. Just let me minimize the screen here. Okay, now you can see here, they are the component. Now how it is? The option menu, what are the different menus for this side menu bar? We have created this main menu. Okay, this is the main menu name, and under this main menu what should be the list of the items? Okay, like I have created currently here home, uploads, task and settings, and for each item I have assigned icons, which is nothing but I have given for home, I've given a house, cloud, uploads, list, task and gear for settings. This basically, these names, these terms are basically this particular library, like Streamlit option menu is developed by one of the developer who uses the CSS and Bootstrap for this front-end responsive page. Okay, in this case he's using the Bootstrap naming convention. Internally he uses that, so that everyone, because Bootstrap is a global repository where all the CSS related stuff is stored, right? The same thing we can use to define the icon. Okay, and here menu icon is a cast, and then after default index, I will explain to you why the default index is 0 here. Okay, why it is, just I explain to you now only. You can refresh how it is. Now current local system is not running. Let's go to terminal. let's go to terminal and execute your program. Streamlit run home.py. Once you execute, this application will get deployed under your local system, and it will come like this. Then what is the use of the coding part? What is the use of this default index equal to 0? Once it is set a default index equal to 0, since index always starts with 0, that means we are forcing the application the default selection would be for home, because home is the 0th index. Okay, home is at 0th index, that's why home is selected by default. Now suppose you want selection of upload by default, then you can change the index 0 to 1. Just refresh the page. By default upload will be uploaded. Okay, the similar way you want to select the task, you can change the index to 2. If you want to select the settings as a default, then you can change default index to 3. Okay, now here one more feature is there. We have developed for each and every sub items, we have developed here multiple pages. Suppose if anybody clicks on home page, then home page should load. Upload page, if upload page should load. Task page should load, and settings page should load. This is called a multiple pages development under the Streamlit projects. Okay, that's very simple. I will tell you how it is developed actually. Okay, now thing is that I'm going to tell you, this is the one kind of things which we have learned here. This is the side menu bar we have developed. Now I'm going to tell you the horizontal menu. Sometimes what happens for few of the projects, the same menu need to be reflected in the horizontal page. Then how it can be developed. Okay, then in this case what we can do, let me comment this multiple page first here. Multiple page is getting confused. Okay, refresh it. Okay, now this multiple page concept is commented. Now only the menu bar is opened. Okay, now I'll show you how to design the horizontal menu. For horizontal menu, nothing. This feature is also inbuilt. Just we need to assign one more keyword, orientation. By default, orientation is a vertical, but suppose you want to design this side menu bar into horizontal. In this case, you have to give the orientation as equal to horizontal. Now let's take an example. I'm going to uncomment this code. I'm going to uncomment this code and just I'll refresh my page. Look here, the same side menu bar is designed in a horizontal way. Now suppose you want to keep only horizontal menu bar. I want to remove this vertical one. Then comment this part. Look, that's how. Got it, right? The similar way I'm going to uncomment again. Now both will be available here. The left menu bar and side menu bar and the horizontal menu bar. Now suppose you want to apply some kind of beautification to this CSS, to this side menu bar. Suppose you want to change the color and all, how to do that one. For that purpose also, Streamlit option has provided a couple of tags, couple of extra attributes where we can beautify these side menu bars. Okay, to do so, what I will do, I'll just comment this part. This piece of code, I'm going to comment it. Okay, now I will just uncomment this piece of code and refresh it. CSS I'm going to apply only on this horizontal menu bar, since here code is orientation is for horizontal. Okay, that's why it will affect only the horizontal one. Okay, suppose you want to remove the side menu bar, the same CSS you can apply for the side menu bar as well. Just you need to put the you need to keep the orientation and CSS part attributes. Now orientation is fine. Orientation you understood already here. Orientation you already understood here. The style is how it is. How is the style? Sorry. Okay. Now style. Under the styles, this is the CSS part which we are going to do the styling and all. Okay. Under the styles, what we need to do? We need to define a container. Under the container, we can assign the padding and background color of this particular for this sidebar. Menu, and icons we can assign what is the icon colors and font size. Navigation link, how it should be, what should be the font of the particular text, and then after which is selected, whenever the item is selected, what should be the background color. Okay. Sorry, I'm wasting my time here. Okay, now this is clear, right? This is the green which we have given already here. Navigation link selected, background color is green. Whenever item is selected, it will turn into green. That's how it is. Okay. Now I think side menu bar is okay for you as well. Now I will comment all these. Now this let me keep only the side menu bar, and let's remove the horizontal layout. I'm going to comment this piece of code. Okay, now let's start with the multiple page development on click of each and every selection line items. Okay, now the thing is that how it can be achieved. Okay, the thing is that I'm going one by one how to achieve that. Okay, now we have to define one dictionary. This is nothing but a function dictionary. Okay, here page name to function, this is the function. Page name to function, it will call a function. This is the page name, each page will call one function, and where we have to design the particular layout for the particular function. Okay, then main menu, this is the main page. Home, when we click on home, the home page will be called. Home page is nothing but this would be one function, internal one function. The similar way upload, page upload will be called. Task, page task will be called. Settings, page settings will be called. Under here, how can you? I've already defined here page upload, page home, page upload, page task, page settings. Let me uncomment all these pieces of code. I uncommented this piece of code. Okay, now refresh it. Okay, now you can see just I wrote the functions, but this function is not invoked from this page. Means this page need to be instructed. Yeah, you can call this function. How it can be instructed? Okay, that logic is written here. This is simple. You need to call this function as a function, and you need to pass which item is selected as a selected. Okay, then what you need to do? We need to just, I'll uncomment this part as well. Okay, now you can see. Now what happens? This will be a function. This will be called as a function, and which particular item is selected, it will be passed as a selected page, because the selected is already captured here. Which is selected, which option is selected, it will come under what is the selected value, and that selected value will be passed here. And this selected value, it will be calling this which main menu is, like main menu is called, and home is selected. Okay, then in this case just refresh the home page, refresh this page. You can see here I think I have given the index as a 1, that's why it is showing uploaded. I'll just convert it to 0. Oh, this came right side. I don't like in right side. Let it be in left side. Okay, I like in left side. Coding part should be first. Okay. Just refresh this. You can see now it is showing a home page by default, because by default page is selected home, that's why it is showing home. Now suppose click on upload, it will be showing the upload page, task page, settings page. That's how the multiple page development you can do using Streamlit. That's very straightforward development. Suppose you want to develop your own custom menus, you can even develop your own custom Streamlit component, and you can register that component into the Python Foundation library, so that whoever wants to use your Streamlit component, then they can install it locally and can be used by some other parties. That's how it can. That's how the development is done in this Python ecosystem. Okay. Now I think it's most of the thing is very clear. If you have any doubt, you can comment to me and I will explain to you more in detail. And thank you for being with me, and please subscribe my channel so that I can bring such kind of videos series, so that I can explain to you about all these open source technologies in depth. Thank you so much for your support.